Hey everybody, Krista Katsuni here, and today it's another special video where I'm eating something. No, I haven't gotten a box of anything from the snack crate. That's not going to come until next month. We already did this month's one, which was Australia. But today, since there isn't going to be another snack crate until next month, I thought I would help supplement that by getting a plethora of snacks. Actually, it's all one brand, but they're different flavors. And I thought about doing this about last year sometime. And I was thinking, well, I could do that. But then I'm like, I did something else instead. And the reason why the camera looks different, because I'm using a different webcam. I bought a new webcam. It's a little bit more expensive webcam, so hopefully it'll work a lot better than the other one that I had. So today, we are going to be eating Pringles. I got 6 tubs of Pringles. Now, they're not terribly expensive, but you don't get as much as you would like in a bag of chips, I guess. So I don't really eat these that much. So you can see that I've got like a nice Memphis barbecue one here. But I got 6 tubs or tins or whatever you want, tubes I think you want to call them. I got 6 tubes of Pringles potato chips. Now the only flavors that I've actually had of Pringles are the original and the barbecue flavor, the original barbecue flavor. But there's like other barbecue flavors they have. There's like a Memphis barbecue, there's like a Texas barbecue or something like that, and then there's like the Buffalo barbecue or whatever. So I just picked out the ones that they had. They didn't have too terribly big of a variety. They had 6 different kinds that I haven't had yet. But you saw the first one. It's Memphis barbecue. So that's one of the ones that we'll do, is Memphis barbecue. And then another one that I have is loaded baked potato. And then I have screamin' dill pickle, which concerns me a little bit, because dill pickles are okay, but come on, focus, you stupid piece of shit. Dill pickles are okay, but on a chip, I don't think that would be that great. And then I've got honey mustard and pizza. And then the last one is jalapeno. Yeah. So those are the Pringles that I grabbed. So we're gonna try each one, and come on, focus. There. Because I'm gonna have to do that whole like trick where you're all like, okay, this is what, you know, like they do with the fancy smancy blogger people. So anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'll go ahead and start with the Memphis barbecue. I'm assuming this is just gonna taste like regular barbecue, because most barbecues taste the same. So whenever I get done with these, though, they'll probably go to my grandmother or my grandfather, because when I do these videos, I eat the stuff that I get, I try it out, and if I like it too terribly much, I'll eat the rest of it myself. But if it's not something that I particularly care for, I kind of like shove it off onto somebody else. So here's the Memphis barbecue one. It has a nice little barbecue color on it. So we'll go ahead and eat that. It smells kind of weird, but what do you expect? Not too bad. Kind of reminds me of like Lay's barbecue, like the ones that you get in the bags. Kind of reminds me of that, but it's got like a little bit of a weird sweet flavor at the end, you know. like the initial flavor when you bite into it is like mesquite, and then there's like a high note, and then it finishes off tasting like a potato chip. So that's Memphis barbecue. I'll probably leave the jalapeno and the dill pickle ones for last, because I'm not really a big fan of jalapeno and I'm not really a big fan of dill pickles. So here is the loaded baked potato, which, if you don't know what a loaded baked potato is, it has got sour cream, chives, looks like, and cheese and bacon. So it's got all those flavors in one chip. It doesn't look like anything special. It looks like just like, whoop, just dropped the chip on the floor. It doesn't look like any special chip. It just got like a regular, like, original color. You know, it's just basic. Then it tastes basic. Ew. I think the initial flavor is supposed to be sour cream, but you can't really emulate sour cream as a flavor without it actually being sour cream. Like, it has a really weird, like, almost rancid flavor to it. It's like, oh, here, we're gonna make an artificial flavor of sour cream for this loaded baked potato chip. But, you know, when they try to make things, when they have artificial flavors to try to emulate real flavors. It's just kind of sad. Okay, so the next one is honey mustard. Now, I'm not really a big total fan of honey mustard. Or actually, mustard in general. Honey mustard might be okay, but I'm not really a fan of mustard, like, as a condiment. Like, I'll mix it up in, like, with mayonnaise and ketchup to make kind of like Thousand Island for, like, salad or something. Or mix mustard and ketchup together for, like, corn dogs. But by itself, I'm not really a big fan of mustard. But here is the chip. It's got kind of like a yellow tint to it. Come on, focus on the chip. There you go. It's got kind of like a yellow tint to it. You can't really see it because of the light. But it doesn't really smell like anything, but it's probably going to taste really bad. When you first put it in your mouth, you get that essential mustard taste. Like, the minute you put it on your tongue, it tastes like mustard. But then you get that sweet honey part on the finish, I guess you could call it. So that one's not too bad. Better than the baked potato. Okay, so now this is like the iconic one. Pizza. Barbecue and pizza are like the two, like, I'm not gonna say that word. Like, basic Pringles flavors were pizza and barbecue. I remember, like, seeing the pizza ones. I don't remember if I've ever tried the pizza ones before. I've seen other people try them, and I've seen them in the stores, but I don't think I've ever tried it myself. The last pizza flavor thing that I tried was those chips that I got from the international box, which actually didn't taste like, well, it tastes like pizza sauce. That's what it tasted like. So you got this red stuff on the chip. So go ahead and try it. To me, this one tastes like not as pizza saucy as the crackers that we had from the box, but it's like You put it in your mouth. And it tastes like pizza, but it tastes like old pizza, like pizza that you had in the refrigerator for a couple days. Decided to reheat it and eat it for lunch or breakfast or whatever. Well, that's what that one tastes like. It tastes like days old pizza. It doesn't taste like fresh pizza, because when you try fresh pizza, that's the shit. Like, you pull it away from the pie, the cheese is melting, it's like, it's perfect, it's greasy, it's delicious. You put it in your mouth, and it's like, you know, it's like an orgasm in your mouth. Day old pizza, cold is okay for like a snack, but if you try to nuke that in the microwave, you still get sweat, you know, like the greasy sweat. You get like the melty, but it's got a different consistency. Like, it's all kind of mushy, all kind of like like it's already artificial because they used artificial shit, but it's just kind of like, it's even more so like it's fake pizza, you know, it's fakesia. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the dill pickle one because I want to save the last to be the jalapeno one, because if it's gonna be hot, I want it to be the last thing that I try, and not, because if it's hot, then it's going to change the flavors of something else, because I'm gonna have hot in my mouth. So this is the dill pickle one. I'll find one that's not totally broken all over the place. That's better. So here is the dill pickle one. You can't really tell. It looks like a regular one, but it smells exactly like the solution that I put in the jars to make the dill pickles. The like vinegar and spices and dill and all that kind of stuff. It smells exactly like that. And if it tastes exactly like a pickle, it's gonna be weird eating a chip that tastes like a pickle. Already, I'm not a super big fan of dill pickles. The only pickles that I actually really like are bread and butter pickles, because they're sweet. They're not like bitter or sour or anything like dill. It tastes exactly like a pickle. Excuse me. I got like it's pickly. So if you love pickles and you don't want to sit there and eat a jar of pickles, go buy these things. They taste exactly like dill pickles. So if you want pickles in your mouth, but you don't want to actually eat pickles like that, get this, because it tastes exactly like a pickle. Okay, so the last one is, come on, focus back. Focus. There we go. This has an autofocus on it, like a lot of other people's cameras. So it's gonna be a pain in the butt when I hold something really close to the thing for it to focus on. It's gonna say, I can't see you, you're all blurry. Okay, so this one is the last one. It's jalapeno. And we're going to give it a try. This is what it looks like. It doesn't look much different than some of the other ones. So let's try. And the reason why I do it this way, like put it in my mouth this way, because like all the flavor is on the top. Like they'll put it in like this. So it's like the dip. The dip is, you know, on the bottom, so it, I guess, protects the flavor. So when you pull it out, you know, this is the top. It's what has all the flavor on it. So I put it in like this, because when my tongue hits the flavor, that's like the optimal, you know, flavor testing is to get the flavor on your tongue, as opposed to like this and then having to like move it around, which seems kind of disgusting to like talk about like eating like that, but honestly, I was expecting it to be a little bit more spicier than that. Spicier. Not that bad. It tastes exactly like a jalapeno. And I should know because every once in a while we'll go to Del Taco and I'll get a macho nacho, and macho nachos have jalapenos in them. And if I'm brave, I'll like scoop up the beans and the cheese and the meat with the chip, and you just like that with the jalapenos on them, and it gets kind of warm. It tastes exactly like that, but it only like was a little bit warm. I expected it to be a lot hotter than that. Anything that's jalapeno flavored is usually pretty hot, so it was kind of disappointing for that. So this was probably one of the lamer eating videos, was eating tubes of Pringles. But I already did candy. You know, there's like Valentine's Day that's coming up, and I could do Valentine's Day candy haul or whatever for Valentine's Day, but that excuse me. But that's not until next month. And I would want it to be closer to Valentine's Day before I do something like that. So within a couple weeks for a Valentine's Day candy haul. Kind of like an anti-Valentine's Day, eating all the candy and just shoving it in your face. So that's going to be the end of this video. With any hope you liked it. Let me know if there's any other Pringle flavors out there that I missed. I mean, I know there's original. I know there's like buffalo barbecue or whatever, which is just like buffalo wing flavor, which I don't like, so I avoided that one. And it was like cheddar and sour cream and onion. So I know like all like the basic chip flavors, but I'm talking about like weird ones like pizza or dill pickle or baked potato or something like that. Any flavor that's also like a regular chip flavor, I more than likely have had in my lifetime. So I picked the ones that I haven't tasted before in chip form. So that's gonna be it, like I said, and thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like and share with your friends. You haven't seen my face for a while because the last couple of videos that I did, I had it without a webcam, so I got a new webcam. You should be able to see my face. With any hope, the syncing problem will go away now that I got a new laptop, or a new, I keep wanting to say new laptop, new webcam. So hopefully look forward to seeing me in regular gameplay videos. So do all that, and if you want to check out my website, the link to that's in the description below. If you go over on this side, there'll be a video that YouTube suggests that you check out. Over there will be a link to my merch store, and here will be my face. You can click on it and go subscribe if you haven't done that yet. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see everybody next time. Bye-bye.